Good morning, millennials.
Good morning, millennials. Millennials, say hi to the millennials.
What's up? How's everyone doing? It's the last show before a holiday, and I just couldn't be more excited for holiday. Hopefully I make it to my holiday, because as you know, I'm taking a seaplane with the points guy, and it's probably going to go down.
Don't say that.
I'm going to say whatever I want.
She's going to keep saying it so that it doesn't happen. I know your tactic.
No, if you are nervous about something, then you don't say it. Like, it's definitely going to happen. But if you put it out there, it's not going to happen.
Right. It's always the thing you don't expect that's going to happen.
Ask, believe, receive.
Like your flight's just going to be delayed.
Of course.
If you're wondering why I was filming our intro, we are working on a groundbreaking short film about the behind the scenes of the toast for
also known as a vlog.
A vlog, a day in the life, how the toast gets made for our Patreon channel. It should be up later today.
Yeah, so our episode for this week is very in-depth. Literally, I've been filming this video since I woke up. I look so ugly.
And I woke up extra early to
film
it.
the video.
Our makeup, how we pick out our outfits, how we get here, what goes on once we get here, how we pick the stories. It's all going to be in this first Patreon episode for July. I'm really excited. I think it might win an award.
Yeah, no, I had heard that there was like Oscar buzz, but you know, those things sometimes don't pan out, so you really shouldn't jinx it. Yeah, this is our last show of the week. I can't lie, I'm very excited to just like have some time off. We went to dinner last night for Olivia's birthday, and that's my update. What about you?
I was with you, so that's my update as well.
They served rabbit at the restaurant. It was really sad.
Oh my God, I wanted to order it just to see what rabbit looks like.
Like, that's so sad.
That's so sad.
A rabbit should only be eaten if you're like in the forest and like you're dying.
Where do you even find rabbit in New York City?
I don't know. I've never been to a butcher. I don't think rabbit even is kosher.
No, that's why I wouldn't have.
That's why I've never seen it at like a butcher, but I've never seen it on any other menu.
No, me neither.
That's like that would be like equal to seeing venison on a menu.
No, I think venison's more normal because I saw Ladies of London. I think rabbit is the equivalent of squirrel.
Yeah.
Horse.
It's crazy. Tom Colicchio, like, that's
a crazy man.
That's not cool, bro. Like, seriously. So Jackson and I are obviously here to deliver the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast. Additionally, we have a very cool guest today. If you didn't recognize her name, it's because she's new on the scene.
She's new as of 10 o'clock last night.
Instagram followers. Her name is Sophia Schoenau.
Sophia Schoenau.
Sophia Schoenau. She was the winner of last night's episode of The Proposal, which is that terrible ABC show. She was giving us like moderate amount of tea before the show, and I think there's like a lot that goes on behind the scenes. Like, you're gonna die, basically. It's really crazy. So we'll do our show, deliver the Fast 5, and then bring on Sophie in a bit.
I'm so excited to talk to her.
Me too. It's fascinating.
She was an engaged woman from The Proposal. It's so crazy. We will get her all of your questions. But before that, here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
Amen.
First up, Drake's new album Scorpion shatters every Apple Music record.
I haven't heard a single song. I'm just waiting for like the one song that everyone loves that I can like get behind. It's like I don't have enough time on my docket. I'm like full of Dan and Shay to listen to the whole Drake album, but like whatever.
Apparently it's like 25 songs.
Right. So whatever like the equivalent of like this one is, like the most popular one, I'll listen to it. I just need the universe to decide it for me.
Yeah.
And then I'll get behind it.
Well, usually like A&R decides that for you and they release a single, but instead they just drop 25 songs on you. And it's a lot to take in.
Wait,
except
speaking of Olivia's birthday dinner, I was like sitting at dinner and like my chin was getting really itchy. And I was like kept feeling this bump. And we were out to dinner for like 2 hours. And I think literally from the time I left my house to the time I got home, I grew a pimple.
What?
And then I got home and it was white and like ready to go.
Wow.
And I popped it. First of all, it was huge. It splattered on the mirror.
Oh my God.
And that all happened at dinner. Like, is that crazy? I feel like pimples take like 2 days to come.
Yeah, that's really, is that the bump you kept telling everyone to feel?
No, that's some surgery complications.
Residual?
Yeah.
They're not complications.
They're not complications.
It's just a symptom.
I'm so sore.
Well, I'm happy for you and your chimple.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. What were you saying about A&R?
That he should have released a single so that we know what the poppin' song is. What song?
God's Plan, I think, is from this album.
Oh, that's true.
And that's a good song.
But like, I'm not a huge Drake fan, so this doesn't do that much for me. But like, if Dan and Shay came out with a 25-song album, I would be on the floor crying. So I don't know. And like,
but did you see Dan and Shay's Instagram? They're planning, because we literally, us two, made their album #1 streamed Billboard country album. They are releasing something on July 4th. They didn't say what it was. They just put up like a pink square on their Instagram. Like, I don't know what that means, but I'm excited.
And I'm seeing them perform on July 4th. I wonder if they will perform it.
I don't know.
can't believe tomorrow's July 4th.
I know. I have
Where
nothing
has
to
the
wear.
time gone? I have nothing to
You know
wear.
what's so annoying?
I am not in shape for July 4th.
Do you want to feel like so bad for me? I placed like a bomb ASOS order, and it's probably going to arrive after I leave today.
This always happens to you. Why don't you just ship it to your destination?
Genius. I don't know why I didn't do that. Like, it's a house.
It's
in the
arriving
Hamptons.
today.
Maybe I have a good sister who will go and overnight it for me.
I might.
Okay.
I might. It depends how my day shakes out and what time it delivers.
Yeah, like how annoying. Why can't mail like ever come in the morning?
Or you need to get it a ride to the Hamptons with someone. Do you know anyone going tonight? I could drop it off.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Like, it's really important that I get that clothing.
We need to get it on a seaplane.
We need to get it on a seaplane.
Imagine if you got a ticket for just your ASOS box.
That'd be amazing.
That'd
Very
be
expensive.
money well spent.
Margot's
but
watching.
then you might as well buy designer clothes.
No, never. Margot's watching from
The desert.
Israel. Hey, bitch.
Hi, Sneetches, we miss you.
All right, let's jump in.
Let's jump in. We did jump in.
Oh, that was a bad story. What was it?
That Drake is smashing Apple Music records. That's kind of interesting because he's up there with like Taylor Swift, Adele.
Totally, but can we just like put things into perspective for a while? Like Apple Music has been a company for like 2 years. How many records can they have?
That's true.
Like Stevie Nicks isn't on Apple Music records.
I'm interested.
The Beatles.
I'm interested in Spotify records.
Yeah, and like iTunes, like real Billboard.
But iTunes is Apple Music just rebranded.
Oh right.
Remember when we would buy every song that we wanted on iTunes for $1.29
And we didn't know like how bad we had it until like Spotify came out.
and changed our lives? And people are like, "Do you pay for premium? Like $9 a month versus $1.29 for every song that you want?" That's
And for
so
like
crazy.
5 years, I got it for $4.99 a month because if you're a student, you can get a Spotify discount. Not a lot of people know that. You're welcome. All you need
Spotify-
is a student email.
Spotify Premium is the best money I've ever spent.
Ever. And I don't even spend it. Me and Ben share an account.
Wow, but do you guys kick each other off?
Like very rarely are we listening to music at the same exact time.
That's so interesting.
Because like he listens to it during the day at work and I listen to it like in the morning and like on the weekends.
Huh.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
But
But I was
then it's
actually
like-
thinking the other day, like I don't pay for any services. Like we have a family Netflix account. I got someone's Hulu account from my Instagram DMs. Same with HBO Go. I use Ben's Spotify. Like I don't pay for any of those services.
Yeah, because people are always like, Hulu is this much a month, and like comparing it.
I'm like, it is?
I don't know how much Netflix is a month. We have a family account.
Yeah.
And we've had it forever.
And there's
that's
like 100 people on
the
it.
best money.
I have it on 3 TVs
Money
in
well
my
spent.
house.
And I have it on 3 TVs in my
Netflix
house.
should start charging $100 a month because I would pay it.
But don't give them any ideas. But
No,
don't
no.
charge us that much because we're giving you the idea.
Yeah, I want free Netflix for life.
We want to be grandfathered in. I
Yeah.
love a good grandfathering.
No, I use, I have a Hulu Plus account. First I was using Margot Fish's.
What
and
do you
then
watch there?
Nothing. But on the off chance that I'm looking for something, sometimes it's on Hulu. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like everything's well, actually no, everything is on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon is the best. I told you I got the Fire Stick.
Yes,
It should be arriving today. I'm very excited.
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, next up, great news. Luann de Lesseps celebrates 6 months of sobriety. I am so happy for her. Luann is 6 months sober. Taking to Instagram, the Real Housewives of New York star celebrated the milestone with her family, including ex-husband Count Alexandre de Lesseps in Sag Harbor.
What?
Greatest reunion ever, she said. Wonderful to spend the weekend with the kids and the Count. Also counting my blessings, celebrating 6 months of sobriety. Happy 4th of July, everyone.
But you know what it is? Like, I don't feel like Luann was an alcoholic. Do you know what I mean?
I
I feel like eventually she'll go back to like drinking wine casually. I don't think that like she can't have a sip without like needing to get blackout. Like I just thought that like she was drinking too much and like she needed a break. Do you know what I mean? I don't get like alcoholic vibes from her.
Did I have this conversation with you
I
where
don't
I
know.
was wondering, because when you get arrested or you get a DUI and you have to go to rehab, like, do you have to stop drinking? Like, does that mean you're an alcoholic because you got arrested? Or are you just taking a break from drinking?
Right, like she
because
definitely
you
needed to go to
clearly are
rehab and
not
because
in
she
a good
needed
place?
a break. But like I don't know, I just feel like she needed to get her head straight and like, is it bad to say like she can drink again? Like I compare it to like Scott Disick. Like he was destructive when he drank, like every single time. Like it's
And he can't have one drink without having multiple
100.
drinks.
So he's definitely someone who should stop drinking altogether. Whereas like Luann, she had like one bad incident. I think she was a fine drinker before. Like I don't know. I'm just like I keep watching the episodes. I'm like, is she done drinking for good? And now she's saying 6 months sobriety. I don't know.
Like maybe now she likes her sober life and she realized drinking wasn't doing anything for her other than getting her in trouble.
But so here's the thing. Is it's just a little tea, obviously, because someone in our group said they saw Luann at Pride and that she was like looking a little drunk.
I don't know. I might be looking drunk too in the San
In the
Francisco heat.
Yeah, in a dress.
and like full glam.
Yeah, but I don't expect her to be 100% sober.
No, but she's saying that she is.
Right, but I'm saying, like, in my professional opinion, the Countess can have a glass of wine at dinner.
Yes, but we also don't know her that well. But sometimes, like, I've had friends who have had to stop drinking completely. It's like a chemical thing. But I've also had friends who have had to stop drinking because it was getting them into trouble. And then years later, they can now drink again in moderation.
Yeah, I just think probably going through emotional turmoil and being a heavy drinker is not a good pairing. But, like, once she's out of the woods with the Tom stuff, I think she'll be okay to drink. I don't know. Is that bad to say?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think we really understand alcoholism.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
So we're just going off of what we see on TV.
Which is fraudulent.
Right.
Actually, I just watched the most recent episode of Rahoney from last week.
The Grace Mayflower, which we have to go.
Looks so glamorous. It's definitely so expensive. That's all I was thinking about. So many thoughts. Luann, Bethany, Sonia laying in a bed being best friends is everything I needed in this life. It's like equivalent to Lisa Rinna and Erica Jane friendship. Like, I didn't know I needed it. Now that I have
Eileen
it.
Davidson.
Yeah, now that I have it, I don't want anything else. That dinner was horrible, like, on so many levels. I actually weirdly believed Ramona when she, like, had an epiphany at the dinner table and was like, oh, like, I don't think she understood why everyone was yelling at her for taking the picture. And then once it was literally explained to her like a child, like, I think she actually felt bad. I don't think she realized, like, the PR element.
Oh, I totally disagree.
Really?
From the minute she did it, I think she wanted to be the first person to post a picture with Luann. I don't think she understood how terrible that was, but I think she was being thirsty, wanted to, like, everyone to come to her Instagram to see what Luann's up to, and, like, wanted to get all of the likes.
Okay, fine. But, like, in actuality, there was no wine on the table. There were wine glasses. It's a restaurant.
Right.
Every restaurant has wine
it's
glasses.
not that terrible. But Luann, no one knew that she even left rehab. So here, Ramona is the press release. And not only did she leave rehab, she's up filming with the girls back to what would look like to maybe a court, back to her old ways. Also, people are saying a lot of times when you get drinking charges, you are required to quit drinking by the court. So she has to stay sober for court. I don't know how long.
And you have to submit to, like, alcohol. Okay, that's fair. Breathalyzer test.
Yeah,
Okay.
so probably until she's out of the woods on the legal stuff, she has to stay sober.
Okay, so many conversations at that dinner were so explosive. Like, and I know you love her, but, like, I'm really, like, getting over Tinsley. Like, she's being such a weenie.
I don't love her. Like, she's not my favorite by any means. I just felt like she added a different flavor to the show, like something a little younger and sillier. And I don't like when she gets in fights because she can't hold her own.
At all.
But, like, sometimes when she's just having a fun moment being Eloise at the Marmara.
Yeah, I agree.
It's cute.
But, like, her and Carol's friendship is really pissing me off because
Agreed.
they're so, like, stubborn and they're mean girls. And, like, they're taking this, it's like them and Dorinda against the other three girls. It's like they're totally going to be the three couches at the reunion. And I just, like, I can't stand Carol and I can't stand Tinsley. And I think that, like, they just look for reasons to be mad at Bethany. Like, what Bethany said about the coffin was absolutely hilarious and totally true. And Tinsley was like, you're comparing marriage to death? No, that's not, she totally missed the metaphor. The metaphor is like, you're not dead yet, but you're shopping for a coffin. You're not even engaged yet, but you're shopping for a wedding dress. And then Carol coming in and being like, we went to Harry Winston. Like, that's so bitchy because, like, when you're in a relationship, you're allowed to look at, in a serious relationship, you're allowed to look at wedding, engagement rings.
Being in a serious relationship and looking at engagement rings is the same thing as being engaged and looking at wedding dresses. It is the next step.
Right, but Tinsley
skipped a step.
Yeah.
That was when Tinsley's trying on wedding dresses. Like, for me, that was actually a transformative moment where I was like, she was knocked down many pegs in
And then
my
she,
book.
like, oh my God, wait, someone just DM'd the toast. I'm driving from Midtown to Southampton around 5 p.m. and I'm happy to bring you your ASOS. Someone DM'd us Alexandra. Oh my God.
Okay, I'll get in touch with her.
Okay.
Also, I feel like a lot of the women are harboring residual anger against Bethany, and they're bringing it out now because they see she's down and wounded, and it's a pile on it, and it's not applicable to what's actually happening.
I totally agree, and I feel for Bethany. Like, I'm not here for pile-ons, especially when they're not deserving. Like, I could really use, like, a Dorinda pile-on because, like, she's out of control.
Also, in Dorinda's, like, interview, she's always saying, finally, I did something Bethany couldn't do. Like,
she's obsessed with Bethany.
Everyone is obsessed with, like, one-upping Bethany. It's like they know that she's better than them. But if you know someone's better than you, like, don't say it.
Yeah, just, like, know your place and just, like, accept it.
Right. It's just a weird social...
I totally agree. Dorinda's side interviews drive me insane. She makes no sense. She, like, I can't believe that there's not more coming for Dorinda because, like, when she came for Sonia and her family crest, so mean, and, like, literally finally Sonia was able to have a cohesive argument and she, like, shut it down completely. But, like, so Dorinda is obsessed with Sonia. Obsessed with Sonia so much so it makes me think, like, why is she so obsessed with Sonia? I think she sees herself in Sonia, and I think, like, Dorinda is a little bit of a Sonia, but everyone just, like, gives Sonia shit for, like, living in the past, when that's really what Dorinda does.
All the women
That's what all the women do. All of them. It's just, like, I can't believe there's not more of a, like, in the audience and on the show, like, more of a wanting for, like, a takedown of Dorinda.
You know, everyone's time comes.
Andy loves her.
And also, a lot of Dorinda, like, what she's doing is in her interviews, so the women haven't seen it yet.
Right.
And maybe the reunion will be at the moment.
I don't think so. Like, I think...
Remember when Bethany called her the village idiot?
That's exactly what she is. And Bethany got off scot-free. There was about to be a pile-on when, like, Ramona called her and then the Nutcracker thing, but then Luann got arrested, so, like, she got a break. Now that, like, they're all back, I think the coming for Bethany, like, hasn't even started. And that conversation next week where Carol's like, she goes to Carol, like, I just don't think you like me. And Carol's like, well, maybe that's it. I can't, and I shan't. But I am happy for Luann. It's the season of Luann, which is so crazy considering it's the season she got arrested. But it's also like the season of her justice being served. Yeah, it's like she's so normal.
She's so normal, and she's had a full 360. Actually, no, 180 on the show.
And it's like everyone sees it. Like everyone's like, wow, Luann. And like these women like are every time someone like fucks up, they don't want them side. So everyone is basically being like consistently saying Luann is like a different person. And I'm really happy for her. She's like, I'm a Luann stan.
A Lustan.
A Lustan. I stan Luann.
Same. Okay, next up, Jersey Shore's Deena Cortese is pregnant, expecting a baby boy with Christopher Buckner.
This so cute.
So cute. The Jersey Shore star announced on Instagram Monday that she's expecting her first child with her husband. Chris and I decided to wait until we were ready to spill the beans. Deena captioned a series of pregnancy reveal pictures taken by Magic Toast Photography. Shout out to them. Magic Toast!
They did a really cute baby announcement, like that was 4th of July themed. Did you see their Instagram?
Yes.
Like fireworks.
We're excited to say a little firecracker is on the way. That it's definitely going to be a firecracker.
Yeah, but like this is like a twofold type of thing because like I'm so happy for Deena. I'm so happy like her meatball days are over. Like she's finally like a grown up.
She's going to have a meatball of her own.
But like this just makes the show that much lamer. Like I know that's so mean to say, but like now it's just another person with kids who's going to start randomly crying at a restaurant because they miss their kids. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I think that they bring their kids to the filming this next season, I think.
Well, they're in Vegas. And now they're back at the Jersey Shore. I think their kids
came to the shore.
Wow, that is a whirlwind. And Deena was not in Vegas, probably, and people were saying because she was pregnant, and she is pregnant.
Oh, totally. But I'm happy that like they're back in the limelight so that Deena can like give her kid like a nice life and
I agree.
And financially support the kid, maybe send her to private school or something.
They need to stay at the shore.
Yeah, forever.
I don't know, Vegas, you know how I feel about the second coming.
But Vegas could be different because it's like Paulie's hometown now. And
That's
he
true.
runs it.
And Ronnie.
Yeah, but like Ronnie hardly runs it.
No, but Jen is going to be on the outskirts of town with their baby. That's actually interesting, even though he's a horrible person.
Did you see those follow-up photos from TMZ of the car with the blood everywhere? Like, insane.
How are people like? How are neither of them in jail?
Not been called.
I don't know, but how? Like, I feel like when you drag someone with your car, like you go to jail.
She is in jail.
She is.
Well, she was. Sorry, she got out. I'm sure she posted bail.
Oh my goodness. That's so crazy.
I know.
What a crazy world we live in. Like that.
That's a thing.
That not only is that happening, it's on our like these are the people that we watch on TV.
No, we glorify animals. Look at us. No, I'm kidding.
Stop. We're like koalas.
Yeah.
Cute animals.
Cuties. Little pudgy.
Okay, next story. We decided to switch it up because I truly am tired of talking about the same
things over. And I couldn't agree more.
So,
where's this article from?
This article is from Cheddar.
Wow.
Why this heat wave is particularly dangerous.
Tell me. I know why it's dangerous. I'm about to have a fucking heat stroke.
The hottest month of the year just got a whole lot hotter. Most of the U.S. is being blanketed by a scorching heat wave with temperatures for half of the lower 48 states exceeding 90 degrees Fahrenheit and feeling even hotter. If you go anywhere from Virginia up to Maine, there is no region you can find that doesn't feel like 100 degrees, says Andrew Friedman, science editor at Axios. We should have him on the show.
An expert. I'd be like, hey, Simon, what was his name?
Andrew,
how do I get rid of chubra?
What's particularly disturbing for climate scientists is that in some areas, temperatures didn't fall below 80 degrees at night. Climate scientists are looking at warming nights, warming faster than days, and that's consistent with climate change, said Freeman. Heat advisories and excessive heat warnings are in effect, so thanks to a so-called heat dome, an unusually intense area of high pressure that keeps regions under its influence sunny and storm-free. Well, storm-free is not bad.
Leonardo DiCaprio wrote this article.
Perhaps, or like he's reading it right now, or more likely he's watching the show right now.
Of course.
Knowing we'd be talking about
this. It's honestly, like, it's so unbearable. And I literally, this entire summer, have probably spent an accumulative 30 minutes outside just between, like, walking into my apartment, walking out to an Uber. Like, I refuse to spend time outside.
I've been trying to, like, walk and spend time outside, just get the blood flowing, the lymphatic nodes on fleek. But this heat wave is really cramping my style, and I guess I'll have to stay home with 0 steps.
No, it's like my air conditioners are working overtime. Like, I think they're about to break.
Claudia,
What?
like Erin Packman said, try being 7 months pregnant in this weather.
Okay, so I was on Instagram yesterday, and I saw Instagram story of Stephanie Gottlieb, the jewelry designer, who's pregnant. And she was like, 3 out of the 4 ACs in my apartment building are out. And I was like, oh my God. And I was thinking, like, oh my God, she's pregnant. And I was like, holy shit. I literally was trying to do the math of, like, when's the ideal time to get pregnant so that you're not pregnant in the summer? I'd rather have a baby in the summer. September, and then 9 months is?
May.
Okay. So you missed the whole summer.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Or you get pregnant, like, in June. And
yeah,
it
so the
only
first
starts
3 months.
The first 3 months
That's
you're
the
okay.
better idea.
But it's crazy that we live in a time with air conditioning. Like, I remember in the movie The Great Gatsby, like, they don't have AC, so when it's really hot out, they, like, go to a hotel and, like, keep ordering ice.
And what does the ice do?
Like, to make them cooler.
Okay.
Or they go to the hotel that has AC because it's, like, just
Right.
up and coming. Or I'm watching Mad Men, and, like, I told you they don't, like, have AC in their homes yet. They're still thinking about it. But we are privy to all of this air conditioning, and we're still
No,
it's
I
still
can't
not
believe
enough.
that. And I literally wake up every day grateful that I was born in 2018. Like, I could not survive in an era without air conditioning.
It's so, like, people must have had the sweatiest brows.
Well, there have been fans for a while, which are better.
And, like, a fan like this.
Yeah. But, you know, those are actually counterproductive because the energy you use to move your arm just makes you hotter, but then you're cooling. It's like you stay the same temperature.
Really?
Yeah. It's like you're putting all this energy into moving your wrist, therefore making yourself hotter, but then you're also cooling yourself down with the air you're generating, so it's like you're staying at the same temperature.
Okay.
Just a little math for you.
But then also think of Theo. Like, he has a coat of fur, and it's 100 degrees.
But he's not as affected by temperature as humans are, I think.
Really?
He loves to, like, bathe in the heat. Like, he just lays out in the part of my room that's in the sun.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. He's so cute. I hope he's having a good day.
He's in the Hamptons. I like literally have missed him so much. And you know, like, I have this genuine, like, fear of being alone. But Ben and Theo, and that really has been fixed because, like, if Ben's out for work or if I end up sleeping home alone every once in a while, Theo really helps. Like, I feel like I'm not alone. And if I hear a sound and I think I'm being crazy and Theo hears it too, I'm like, okay, I'm not being crazy, you know?
That's so funny.
Because every time he hears a sound, he's like, so what was the point of my story? So last night I was without Theo and without Ben, and, like, I was legitimately petrified. I slept with the lights on.
Well, maybe if you ever came to my apartment, because I live around the block from you, and I would provide shelter for you.
Yeah,
she has still never been to my apartment.
Okay.
I live around the block from her.
How long have you lived there?
I have lived there since March.
So 3 months?
March, April, May, June, July, almost 5
4.
months.
For the first 2 months, you didn't want anyone to come
Yes,
because you didn't have any
fair.
furniture. So I've only been dodging you for about 2 months.
But, like, in those 2 months, I've come to your apartment so many times.
But the thing is, we live too close to each other for me to take a cab to and from your apartment. So I know that if I go to your apartment, I have to walk. And the walk is 2.5 blocks of, like, first of all, filth. Because I walk Theo and I'm, like, constantly looking at the ground. There's just garbage everywhere. And in the heat, like, I just can't make it. I would prefer you lived, like, 2 miles away so that I could take an Uber.
I understand.
If you lived 2 miles away, I would live at your house. Like, I'd be there every day.
Well, that's so sad.
Like, I go to Olivia and Margot's all the time because I have to take a cab.
You know what? Just take a cab to my apartment.
Fine.
I won't judge you.
Fine.
And directions-wise, it makes sense.
It does.
Anyways, this heat wave, it's particularly dangerous, says Cheddar.
I mean, I went on Cheddar TV, and they did not tell me this.
Make sure you're drinking a lot of water, you guys. I'm not drinking enough water.
Drinking enough water.
I looked at my face the other day, and I wondered why I looked so terrible, and it's because I'm not drinking enough water.
Yeah, even though, like, water is a total sham.
It's really
It's a sham.
not.
It's a sham.
Okay.
What's next?
Fifth and final story. Another one. We're changing it up. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent change, but, like, I'm really enjoying talking about things other than Meghan Markle, Khloe Kardashian,
Ariana and Pete. No, like, it's like I've exhausted myself to the point where I have new interests.
Like, yesterday we talked about LeBron going to the Lakers.
Fascinating.
And it opened up a whole new pocket of my brain that I don't use.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of, Amazon is expanding Prime Day, reports CNN Money.
That's exciting.
Amazon Prime Day is growing to a day and a half. Amazon is expanding its savings event for Prime members to 36 hours,
Wow.
6 hours longer than last year. It will start on July 16th, not on your
Oh,
birthday.
I thought it was on my birthday. Fuck.
It will start on July 16th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Amazon is promising more than 1 million deals around the world. Amazon uses the day to create buzz, gin up sales, and recruit more people into a program many shoppers already consider indispensable.
Indispensable.
Last year's Prime Day was the biggest sales day in Amazon's history. The company didn't give specifics, but said tens of millions of Prime members bought something.
So even if all of them only spent $5, that's $50 million in a day.
Prime has more than 100 million members, so even if all of them spend $5,
Wow.
$500 million
Jeff
in a
Bezos.
day.
Is he single? Hit me up.
I don't know. I'm glad they're expanding Prime Day because I feel like I always find out about it too late, and then by the time I figure out what I want, I go and the day's over.
No, last year I was very nervous about Prime Day. I just bought my first Alexa and a vacuum. This year, I'm getting 2 more Alexas because I want one in my bathroom and in my bedroom. I'm getting another Fire Stick, pending that I like the first one. I'm getting everything. Like, I'm not holding back. I've been saving, like, items in my cart. Even just, like, random, like, nail polishes that I don't need, I'm not buying till
Prime
Prime
Day.
Day.
But I feel like the random stuff that I buy on Amazon is not Prime.
Oh, I only purchase Prime things.
Well, now I need to think of I need to start making a list.
A lot of makeup
and
is
checking
on
it
Prime.
twice. And then they also do like special flash sales, right, every hour. So I always go look at those.
Maybe we should get some more ferns.
And it's really stuff like I don't need.
No, of course
maybe
not.
we should get some more ferns. Let's think of what the toast
Decor,
needs
yeah.
on Prime Day. What does Theo need on Prime Day?
The toast needs some bookshelves, like on this pink wall with like memorabilia.
Well, we have the sign coming soon.
Yeah, we have a big neon sign coming like this week.
I'm really excited about that.
But
And
if we had like bookshelves, like floating shelves in the back that we could put like the clubhouse, like our gavels, things people have got us. Like I got so many cute gifts at my meet and greet, like this big piece of toast, like just like random shit.
okay,
A spoon.
but that wouldn't make it like too
like I don't
tchotchke-y?
tchotchked up. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll have to experiment. Anyways, I feel like we should do a master post like on our Instagram where people can suggest what you should get on Prime Day because I need inspiration.
Oh, that's a good idea because I need inspiration, and like people are like animals when it comes to Amazon.
And there's always a master post in the toasters of Amazon products that have changed people's lives. And I am interested in my life being changed.
An Amazon product that I thought was going to change my life was that double chin exerciser. Unfortunately, it didn't work. A, because I never used it, and B, because I broke it like the second I got it.
Well, now you have a new chin.
Now I don't need it.
Maybe it did change your life because it inspired you to get a new chin.
It did. Completely.
And how is new chin going?
New chin is definitely changed my perspective a little. Like I filmed a YouTube video today, and my tripod was like so low that like I still had a double chin because like no one can be filmed from that angle without it. But it was definitely better.
That's so exciting. I'm
Yeah.
very excited for you. I have a
too.
new forehead, and it's not a new chin, but
Cross your eyebrows. Let me see. Wow. That's crazy.
it's amazing. Before we bring out our guest, let's go through a few housekeeping announcements because we will not be seeing you guys until Monday.
Very sad.
That is really sad. That's a long time. Use it wisely, everyone.
Yes.
We are working on, like we said, our first Patreon episode of July. It is going to be behind the scenes of the toast, how the
Vlog.
toast gets made. If you are interested, go to patreon.com/themorningtoast and become a patron.
What else?
What else? I feel like so much stuff happened yesterday, like
In the
toasty
news?
related. No, I don't know. Just toast related. I feel like I'm just getting so excited about Camp Toast.
I took an amazing nap yesterday. Like that's all I can think about.
How long?
Only an hour because I knew we had to go to Olivia's dinner, and I was like dozing off in the middle of Blue Bloods. It was fantastic.
I did not watch The Bachelor, even though I said I would.
didn't?
Because we got back from dinner so late, and
Yeah.
then I
You
had
wanted
to watch the proposal because that was more important.
Okay, speaking of the proposal, we're about to bring out Sophia Schoenau, excuse me, who won last night's episode. We think she's an engaged woman. I'm very, very excited to just ask her a million questions about this very dumb show. So if you have questions for Sophia about behind-the-scenes stuff, about her relationship, about casting, about whatever, feel free to comment on the YouTube or the Facebook streams because that's where I'm watching. And we will be right back. We'll see you in a few. Okay, we are back with Sophia Schoenau, whom I assumed was an engaged woman, but you're missing a certain piece of jewelry.
Yes, I do not have a ring on this finger as of now.
And why is that?
So basically, things between me and Steven did not work out.
Okay.
So we went on the show. We flew back to New Orleans together because we're both from there. And we tried to make it work. I met his parents. He met my parents. He met all my friends at school. He's amazing, and we had the best time. Just like the timing was not really working out. I was graduating from college and moving back to New York, where I live now, and the timing wasn't gonna work, but I have nothing bad to say about Steven.
That's so interesting.
He's
so
awesome.
How long were you guys together after the show?
So we were together for a very short amount of time after the show, probably under 2 weeks.
And he had time to meet, you had time to meet his parents, your friends in that time?
So right away we were engaged, so it was backtracking basically.
Right.
But so I met his parents right away, and I met his dad on the show, which you saw. And then when we kind of ended things, we maintained our friendship, so we were still friends. And over graduation, my parents came down to New Orleans, and I was like, well, my parents kind of want to meet my ex-fiance, so why don't you come out to dinner with us?
That's so funny. And so you had gotten a Neil Lane ring on the show, and you had to return it after the 2 weeks?
Yeah, actually, I was not. I was never really allowed to wear it.
Why?
Because I wasn't supposed to be telling people I was engaged.
Oh, right.
Oh, that makes sense.
So realistically, if you guys had still been together now, you probably would have just gotten the ring.
Right. It was supposed to be shipped a few days ago.
That's so funny.
Did you have any say in what ring was being chosen?
I had no say.
What ring was it?
It was a Neil Lane ring, and it was beautiful. I literally had maybe 3 minutes to stare at it, so
really?
I couldn't tell you much about it.
That's so sad. Oh
but
my God.
I know, it's a sad
And
moment.
do you guys still talk?
Yeah, all the time.
Really?
We talked last night. We talked almost every day, especially as the show was coming up. He was super nervous. I was super nervous. But my dad called him actually right after the show finished last night.
That's so
and
funny.
he was like, Steven, what's up, buddy?
Do you ever think you could get back together? Because it sounds like you guys are really sweet.
Anything's possible. I never know if we're going to be in the same place again. But for now, we're just kind of sticking as friends.
Okay.
And so how do you get on the show? What was the casting process like? Did they reach out to you?
So yeah, they reached out to me, one of the casting producers.
On Instagram?
On Facebook, actually.
Got it.
And she said, hey, Sophia, found your profile. I like your look. Would you be interested? And so, I'm a huge Bachelor fan. You guys, love that stuff. And I was with all my friends at school, and we were, sitting on a couch, just should we do it? Should I do it? And they're like, Sophia, if you're doing it, that means we're all doing it.
Right.
So we're all kind of filling out the application, laughing a little, having fun with it. And then we went from there.
That's so crazy. And then you won, hilarious. And you sang
I sang.
an original song.
You have a really great voice. Were you nervous to sing in front of the whole world?
Nervous to sing, but also I was in a big bathing suit, that made it a little.
They're such assholes. Ugh.
Well, the whole show is really, really crazy.
Yeah.
And I can't even imagine what it's like to be there because it's a pageant of women, and you have a bikini contest.
And one of the women is Scallop Fingers from The Bachelor.
Mm-hmm. You're friends with her
You two were the final two.
Yes, we were the final two.
How did she end up on the show? Did she say?
So she said that they reached out to her. She has a great relationship with ABC. They love her. And
that makes one person.
She was like, why not? Why not try it out?
Yeah.
But I actually love her. We have a good friendship, and I was super nervous to be on the show. I had never done anything like this, and she was kind of helping me backstage and helped me after. She's like, you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
But I do like her. She's a nice girl.
So it must be new for you to have people know who you are and follow you on Instagram. And I'm sure you got your average sized amount of hate just for being on TV last night.
Definitely.
What is the response from people? What are you getting?
So most of the tweets right now are like, Sophia has homework to do.
That's hilarious.
'Cause you're
How
so
was
young.
spring break? Because I'm so young. I'm 22.
That's so funny.
But how old is Steven?
27.
So that's not that
Perfect.
crazy.
Yeah, 5 years, you know?
That's normal.
Yeah, not bad.
People are so annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so sensitive, so I'm like
Yeah,
having
it's
a
tough.
hard time really
You just can't
like
read it.
reading. Exactly. I'm just like trying to avoid it. But I mean, most people are being nice, but
Yeah.
you know, Kristen has a really, really strong fan base right
From
now.
the show.
From being on The Bachelor and being on Bachelor in Paradise. So a lot of people are like, you know, he should have picked Kristen, but I mean, I really like her, so I have nothing bad to say about her, but yeah.
Would you ever go on The Bachelor now?
I'm still so young, like I'm 22.
But the girls are getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Corinne was 24.
Yeah, Corinne was super young. I mean, I would consider it maybe within the next like few years.
Yeah.
But this was kind of just like for fun.
Yeah.
And I had so much fun doing
Was it like crazy being like going home, being engaged, flying home with your fiance, and like then finding out his last name and all of the?
Yeah, I mean, actually after it happened, he bent down on one knee and gave me his cell phone and was like, "Will you please add your
That's
number?"
so cute.
That's really cute.
Where does he live?
He lives in New Orleans.
So did they cast people purposely who were in New Orleans?
No.
It was just coincidence that
Yeah,
you
it
two
was a
were both.
coincidence, and like I was the only one from New Orleans.
Right.
But
so
it was
interesting.
really like nice because we got to go back and,
Together.
yeah, I got to meet his family right away, and he kind of like showed me his side of New Orleans because I like obviously had a different experience
Right.
just going to college there. But yeah.
When was this filmed? Like, do you have to take off class or?
So I was part-time second semester, which was nice. So I had a lot of free time. I flew to LA in end of April, and I was there for like 3.5
Oh, so that's
days.
recent.
Yeah, pretty recent.
So how long did the actual filming of the episode take? Like a day?
Yeah, a few hours.
How was
so crazy.
Jeff Palmer?
Oh yeah.
Oh my
He's
God.
hot.
He's so cute.
He's definitely good looking.
Yeah. Is he a diva?
Yeah. He's a diva.
Yeah.
I mean,
I totally get that vibe from him.
He's super nice. Like, just he was into his role. He
Yeah.
was like, I'm the host.
He was acting.
He was like, I'm just, you know, I'm concentrating right now.
That is
Yeah.
so funny.
Okay, we have so many questions for you, so I'm just gonna kind of rapid
Okay.
fire from
Go for it.
Instagram.
Wow, a lot of them are ones that we already ask. So he was kind of a weird hugger, Steven, on the show. I don't know if
Did
you
you
saw.
notice that?
I didn't notice
was
that on the show.
Someone wants to know, does he kiss as bad as he hugs?
No, he did
Wait,
not.
I have a weird question and you don't have to answer, but like, did you guys have sex?
No.
You didn't, right? Because like, you just met.
Yeah, we just met.
That's
I mean,
so weird that like you've never had sex with your fiance.
I know, but like it was, you know, we came back and
Right.
we weren't going off saying we're engaged.
Right.
I kind of introduced like him to my friends. Oh, this is Steven.
Did you not tell your friends?
No, I did tell them because it was like, how am I not?
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
am I not gonna
Wait,
tell
so the
my
friends that you applied with, did any of them get on any other episodes that we should know about that want to come on our show after their episode?
Oh, they didn't apply. They were helping me apply.
Oh, I thought they applied.
Oh,
So,
Yeah,
that's
but
cute.
they should apply. Shout
Yeah.
out to them. They're probably watching
They
this
should
right
apply.
now.
Totally. So the show's a little awkward in general, but then when Steven chose you, like, there's no real protocol for what, like, the other person is supposed to do. So it was a little weird watching last night. Like, Kristen was kind of lingering and then left. Did they tell you what you should do, like, in those situations?
They kind of said, okay, so if he doesn't pick you, you're just gonna exit this way.
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
So there was not a lot of direction. So I mean, all of us were like freaking out, like, what are we gonna do? Because it's just awkward. Like,
Yeah.
what? What are you supposed to do?
The whole thing is weird. Are
Yeah.
you friends with any of the other girls who were there?
Yeah, all of them actually.
Yeah.
We
That's so
like
crazy.
we
Group
all are in a group chat. It's called Proposal Babes.
That's so funny.
We're all friends. Like right after it all happened, I came back to the hotel and like we all got drinks together and like
Oh, that's so
and,
cute.
and, like everyone's so nice.
Was anyone, like, really heartbroken?
No.
How could you be?
How can you be
Only
heartbroken
an enormous
after
loser would be
How
heartbroken over someone
much
they
did
just
they
met.
tell you about him before it started?
Nothing.
That's so crazy.
Like they didn't even tell us his name.
That's-
I was like begging them to tell me like what color hair does he
Right.
have, like how old is he? Like I didn't know anything.
And then what would you have done if, like, they turned him around and you were not interested?
I would have I was interested when
Yeah.
he came out. I was like, you look great. Like he was so smiley, he was so nice, and like I was just like so caught up in the moment. It was like I didn't even know what was happening. I feel like I blacked out. But
Did you do your own hair and makeup?
So I came in with a base.
Uh-huh.
They were like, what look are you going for? And then they kind of touched it up.
Okay, that's good.
Your hair and makeup looked amazing.
Thank you.
And all of your outfits were on point.
Thank you.
Where did you go shopping before?
My mom's store, Relax Sag Harbor. Check it out.
Oh, I'll go this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she wore the cutest white dress that was like so bridal. I understood the tones.
Yeah.
And then I think you wore like a one-piece bathing suit.
Yes, solid and striped.
Nice.
Red, white, and blue with your guitar.
And
all American-
sneakers.
And sneakers.
So what do you do?
So I just graduated
right.
from college, and I'm kind of on the job hunt right now. This was like a little bit of a distraction.
Right.
But I'm currently applying to all jobs in entertainment, marketing. I was trying real estate. Like, I don't know what I want to do, so I'm not going to lie and say I do, but I'm really trying
Appreciate it.
everything right
But you
now.
also sing.
Ben is
so
FaceTiming
yes.
right now.
What,
Does he
maybe-
not know that I'm on the show?
Ben, what's
Let's
up?
pick up.
It's actually Ben's dad.
Maybe it's important. Yeah, but tell him you're
But
on
it's
the
a
show.
FaceTime. Oh, it ended. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah,
this
thanks
is
for
so.
bearing your soul on ABC. I really hope you go on The Bachelor. That would be great.
I really think that you should. I think you'd be great.
I'm 22 though.
A lot
Wait,
of
like
people
2
were
years.
saying that you looked like Lauren, Ari's fiance.
You give me Corinne vibes with the hair too.
Yeah.
You know,
On the show, you looked like
the
her a little bit, but in
curls.
person, you're your own girl.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I'm sorry that it didn't work out with Steven, but if anyone watching the show knows a nice girl, for
Honestly,
Sophia, I
after,
mean boy, oh my God, sorry, or girl.
after everything that you've said, like I kind of ship you and Steven, and I'm rooting for the two of you.
Really?
Yeah, and I want you to get that kneeling right.
Yeah, me too.
Right?
I mean, I'll keep you updated.
Like, it could be
Steven's a
so
great
much
guy.
worse.
Follow up with Sophia on Instagram to see if she ever gets back with Steven.
Yeah.
Where can people follow
stay
you?
in
Keep
touch.
up with the job hunt.
My Instagram is at Sophia Schoenau. SCHOENAU.
That's
It's
a tough
one.
one.
That's
Are you
a-
German?
Yes. How'd you know that? Everyone says
I'm a
French.
linguist. I did fail linguistics of the world, so I got an F, and it was really scary. Okay, you guys, that was our last show before the holiday weekend. We hope everyone has an amazing day celebrating this great nation. Actually, I just wanted to say one more thing, because I read this Kanye article in the New York Times. Did you see it? And I just want to say it's horrible. Like, I just wanted
Wait,
everyone
what
to
is
know.
it?
They did a whole interview with him. They followed him to Wyoming. It's like this in-depth article where, first of all, they don't write any of the curse words. They write expletive. So it's like takes away from half the article. Second of all, like they're using such big words, and it's like it's not that serious. I just think it was a terrible article, and I want the person who wrote it to know that they did a bad job. I just
Good.
wanted to put it out there. Like, first of all, just it's bad. Like, it's a bad article. I was bored, and it's like it couldn't be more interesting.
That's so crazy that I didn't even see that. And we were just saying, like, the World Cup happened the other day, and I didn't even know about it. I think it's because I'm not on Twitter.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. I got it from Kanye's Twitter. It's a terrible article. Like, just as a consumer who enjoys pop culture and enjoys, like, what goes on in the world, like, to have read it and been incredibly bored and not understand half the words in it, A, because it was either expletive, or B, because it was a word, like, the New York Times made up. I just want to say, I want everyone to know that I thought the article was really poorly done.
So you don't have to waste your time reading it.
Thank you so much for listening to The
Thanks,
Morning
guys.
Toast. The Morning Toast is the millennial morning show that goes live 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. We live stream on Facebook, so make sure you like us, and we also live stream on YouTube, so make sure you're subscribed. If you're a commuter and watching is not your thing, feel free to head over to the podcast store and search The Morning Toast on the podcast app. Leave us a 5-star review, and you can listen to all of our episodes there. Peace.